So we're gonna show you how to do my eyeshadow using the pinks palette. I currently just have on a little bit of Bye Bye Under Eye concealer. It's an optional step. Primer typically helps hold eyeshadow and puts it in place. It makes it last a little bit longer. And I typically just use a little bit of concealer. That was a sample that I had gotten a long time ago. So Color Street eyeshadow in the pinks palette. And I have my Color Street brushes. I have a crease brush, all over brush, and a smudge brush. And I'm gonna start with my crease brush, which is this fluffy brush. They also tell you exactly which ones they are on the Color Street branded ones. And on this, I typically go for one of the darker shades. And today I'm not gonna go for a super dark look. So I'm actually gonna go with this light top corner color called Blush. And you just tap a little bit, tap, see, and then I always hit it a little bit so it's not so strong in my brush. I'm not holding my brush super close, more like where it starts to get in a thicker or where it is saying the Color Street logo is where I typically hold my fingers. I find my brow bone and I just kind of place it. I start tapping it right under my brow bone. Okay, and then you start with a little bit and you always add more. So I want a little bit more because you can always add more. Okay, and this lighting in here is kind of awful, so I have my ring light, but just like tapping it in to the, if you're a Happy Gilmore fan, that's what I think of every time I say that. Okay, so we tap the product in to that brow bone, and then we can kind of windshield wiper when we have what shade we're looking for. Okay. And like I said, I'm not going for a super crazy look today. So typically that is, okay, it's not picking up super pigmented on this lighting because it's really early, but then I take this smudge brush, which is this really dense brush. Okay, smudge eyeshadow brush. And I'm actually gonna take this dark color at the bottom here, this one, and I'm gonna do a little bit. This one is Tuscany. I'm actually gonna more on the tip. And you kind of put it in the corner of your eye and you're gonna make a little bit of a circle with a smudge brush. This is literally just to place the product. Sometimes I would go in with this hibiscus. I really like that color too. So I might do a little bit of that one too. But it's gonna give my eye a super dramatic look. I'm not sure if I want that today. So I put the product in with this. I'm gonna go in with this all over fluffy brush. Okay. And I'm gonna make a little bit of a tap on my Tuscany just to add a little bit more. And I'm gonna actually blend it towards my nose. Okay. And once I have that about where I would like it, I think I might go in with a little bit of that hibiscus. I'm not really sure. I think I'm gonna go for this because it's super mild still. I'm gonna go in with this Fairy Dust shade, which is this middle one. And I'm actually gonna use my finger. And I'm gonna take that because this is a shimmer. Okay. blend it a little bit with this all over brush again. So we're gonna blend it all the way, not all the way over to cover the dark stuff, but we're just gonna blend it a little bit. So it's a more blended look. Okay. Check it in the mirror because the lighting in the camera looks a little crazy, but it's exactly where I want it to be. So I'm going to be done with the eyeshadow. But the next step for me, I take the bronze gel eyeliner, okay, which also has this really nice retractable end, and I'm going to go ever so lightly. Making the thinnest line I possibly can. And so you can see it kind of like makes my eyes pop a little bit. And then I'm gonna go in with a triplex mascara after I finish this eye. Okay. And then triplex mascara on the top. This is the waterproof one. All of these have caffeine infused, all the eye makeup for a more awake look, and caffeine also helps with the lash growth. I go a little bit on the bottom lashes. Also, you should not be like jabbing this in your mascara tube back and forth, back and forth. That dries it out super fast. So if you could make it a habit to don't do that, that will help your mascara not be as clumpy. Mine is just getting to the end of the tube, so it's starting to get a little bit clumpy, but all right. And since you guys see that I got a little tiny bit on here, you're gonna see my favorite hack of all time. I take a Q-tip and I just grab the little guy. Okay, so that's my mascara hack. And if you get any on your under here, when you do that, that's what I do. I just clean up a little bit with the Q-tip. But now I'm gonna go back to my eyeshadow. This is the last step that I like to do because I have a little bit of eyeliner on the top. I like a little bit of a faux liner on the bottom. So I take back to my eyeshadow palette. I'm gonna actually do the Tuscany again because it's just what's on the edge, outer edge. And it's gonna be the most subtle look, but it's the Tuscany, which is the darker brownish pink shade. And again, I'm lightly tapping my brush. And I'm just gonna go right under here with this smudge brush. And I only go maybe like a quarter of the way in on my eyes, the same thing. And if you don't want your eyes to be as defined like that, you can just go in with your fluffier brush. You smooth it out, and that is it. That's the completed look. Using the pinks palette. And I will, if you are a part of my Facebook VIP, I will post a picture in there. You'll get a better picture because so when you get a bold eye look, you usually want a neutral lip. So I kind of have a neutral eye. I could either go with a darker lip or a more neutral lip. So the High Gloss Lip Oil, or maybe I'm going for like a darker pink lip. So maybe the shade of lipstick I would use would be like Charmer. That's a light pink one. VIP would also look good with this. If you're getting a little bit more bold, Dramalicious would be gorgeous with this look. Otherwise, I would suggest just use a couple of coats of Flamingo High Gloss Lip Oil, and that would complete your look. Bye.